Hello everyone, this is Srikanth Prem pursuing BTech 4th year from Gokaraju Rangaraju Institute of Engineering and Technology. I along with my friends Swapnil, Santosh and Bhargav did a project on bisecting k-means for text clustering under the esteemed guidance of K. Anuradha ma'am. Abstract. Text clustering is one of the important techniques of text mining. Cluster analysis is an unsupervised learning method that aims to group instances into different clusters such that cluster contains similar observations. In this paper, we propose an approach called bisecting k-means for document clustering. Here, in this proposed algorithm, the documents that are more similar are grouped into clusters. Introduction. Document clustering or text clustering is the process of grouping documents with similar contents into clusters to improve availability and reliability of text mining applications like information retrieval, text classification, document summarization, etc. First of all, what is k-means clustering? In data mining, k-means clustering is a method of cluster analysis which aims to partition n observations into k clusters, in which each observation belongs to the cluster with the nearest mean. Now, what is bisecting k-means? Bisecting k-means is one among the clustering techniques. Bisecting k-means is a powerful method to reduce the dimensionality of feature vectors for text classification. Documents that are similar to each other are grouped into the same cluster. Here in this slide we can see bisecting k-means algorithm. This algorithm contains some 8 steps. You can go through this algorithm. This is the algorithm we used in our project to form k clusters. Now the actual procedure of our project as follows. In our project we took a similarity matrix for 800 documents as input. Our main aim is to form k clusters among these 800 documents. The below is the similarity matrix for 4 documents. You can see the table. Now first of all, basic k-means algorithm is applied by taking 2 random points as initial centroids. What is k-means algorithm? This k-means algorithm contains some 4 steps. First step, select k points as the initial centroids. Step 2, assign all points to the closest centroid. Step 3, recompute the centroid of each cluster. Step 4, repeat steps 2 and 3 until the centroids don't change. Procedure continues. After applying k-means algorithm, 2 clusters are obtained. Now we apply bisecting k-means algorithm on the obtained clusters. First, we must select any one cluster among the 2 clusters. For doing this, we must calculate centroids for both the clusters separately. Later, distance is calculated between the centroids and the dataset. The distance is calculated using the formula. This formula is, you can go through this formula. Let dist1 be the distance between centroid 1 and dataset for cluster 1, and dist2 be the distance between centroid 2 and dataset for cluster 2. If dist1 is greater than dist2, then we divide the cluster 1 into 2 more clusters. If dist2 is greater than dist1, then we divide the cluster 2 into 2 more clusters. This process continues till k clusters are obtained. Here is an example for tree diagram of cluster formation. First of all, the 800 document, that is nothing but dataset, is divided into 2 clusters using k-means algorithm. Now we have to select one cluster. This can be done by calculating distance for both clusters individually. Now if left hand side cluster is greater than the right hand side cluster distance, then we divide the left hand side cluster into 2 clusters. Or if the distance of right hand side cluster is more than the left hand side cluster, then we divide the right hand side cluster into 2 clusters. This process continues till n or k clusters are obtained. This is a tree diagram for formation of k clusters. K is here 4. Our project execution looks something like this. First of all, we have to browse the input file. This input file is nothing but the 800 documents file, that is similarity matrix file. Here we are given the name as input large1.txt. Now open this file. Now enter the number of clusters that are to be formed. Let 4 be the number of clusters that are to be formed. Now press submit. You can see the output in the command prompt. Here the 800 documents are divided into 4 clusters. You can see in the command prompt the files in cluster 1 are, the names of those files are displayed here. In cluster 1 we have the files like cac102.txt, cac103.txt, so on. And in cluster 2 there are some other files, in cluster 3 there are some other files, cluster 4 there are some files. Like this, those 800 documents are divided into 4 clusters. Conclusion and future work. Here we propose bisecting k-means algorithm for clustering of text documents. In our future work, we intend to apply this algorithm for different similarity measures and study the effect of this algorithm with different benchmark datasets exhaustively. Thank you.